Hi guys and welcome back to Rui's Footy Tips for Round 5 2018 Toyota AFL Premiership season. So if I had to pick a grand final for this year right now, I'll probably say Richmond versus Hawthorn at the G. So what do you guys think? Alright, for game 1 we have Sydney Swans versus Adelaide Crows at the SCG tonight 7:50 p.m. Weather is going to be 24 degrees and sunny in Sydney. Sydney are at $1.30, 6 on the ladder, 3 wins, 1 loss and are 108.4%. Outs for the Swans are Nick Noonan and Aliir Aliir. Ins are Gary Rohan and Harry Marsh. Adelaide are $3.70, 9th on the ladder, 2 wins, 2 losses and 107.3%. Outs for Adelaide are Eddie Betts, Rory Sloane, David McKay and Darcy Fogarty. Ins are Riley Knight and Andy Otten, Jordan Gallucci and Miles Polk. Adelaide don't look at all threatening as they were this time last year with a fair few injuries and is just sitting outside the 8. Losing to Collingwood at home hurts them and Eddie Betts not performing weekly isn't helping them either. Sydney are looking dangerous this year. Last year they lost their first 6 games in a row and managed to make finals. This season they are looking a lot healthier and are going to be a major contender, only having lost 1 game so far. I feel as though that the coach John Longmire is getting a good feel on how to play Buddy, as in not so dominant. I'm tipping Sydney Swans by 30 points. Game 2 we have St Kilda versus GWS at Etihad Stadium, 1:45 p.m. Saturday, weather is going to be 22 degrees in Melbourne. St Kilda are at $3.80, 16th on the ladder, 1 win, 3 losses and are at 68%. Outs for the Saints are Dylan Robertson, Jack Loney, Rowan Marshall. Ins are Tim Membray, Hunter Clark and Maverick Weller. GWS are at $1.28, 3 wins, 1 loss and are at 139.8%. There are no changes for the Giants. Giants have been looking like a solid team for the past couple of years and look promising for the years to come. However, talent isn't everything. I believe if they can play team football, they can be a hard team to stop. They just lack experience playing in finals football and are a young side with a lot of potential. St Kilda are a young developing side that needs a lot of improvement just about in every which aspect of the game. I think that they should focus on making correct decisions to start off with and go on from there and also work on the basic skills. I'm tipping GWS by 40 points. Game 3, Carlton Blues vs West Coast Eagles at the MCG, 4:35 p.m. Carlton are at $5.10, 18th on the ladder, 0 wins, 4 losses and 61.2%. Outs for the Blues are David Cunningham, Jacob Wittering, Matthew Kennedy, Matthew Cruiser and Nick Graham. Ins are Sam Rowe, Sam Kerridge, Jeb Lamb, Harry Mackay and Andrew Phillips. West Coast are at $1.18, 2nd on the ladder, 3 wins, 1 loss and 136.1%. Outs for the Eagles are Daniel Venables and ins are Mark Hutchings. Carlton was being expected by everyone to raise the bar last year from the efforts, however they have been unlucky with injuries. They need to start believing in themselves for things to start happening. West Coast are looking to be in form this season and looks like a completely different side from last year. Adding players like JK, Nick Nat and Hearn make a huge difference in their midfield and attack. Look out for the Eagles this season. Looks possible for them to be a top 4 spots in finals time. I'm going to tip West Coast by 50 points. Game 4, we have Port Adelaide Power versus Geelong Cats at Adelaide Oval at 7:40 p.m. Port Adelaide are at $1.53, 5th on the ladder, 3 wins, 1 loss and 117%. Outs for Port are Trent McKenzie and Tom Rockcliffe. Ins are Jake Need and Jack Homsch. Geelong Cats are $2.55, 8th on the ladder, 2 wins, 2 losses and 109.4%. Outs for the Cats are Corey Gurkson and Zach Guthrie. Ins are Jackson Thurlow and James Parsons. Port are a hard team to get a read on this season with a new recruit such as Motlop and Rockcliffe, just to name a few. And they lost to the Bombers last week, which they were expected to win. I'm interested to see how they go against the top 4 sides, however I think they will make finals but only in the bottom 8. Geelong have been focusing far too much on their midfield with Danger Selwood and Ablett. I think they're a decent team but need a better spine in defence and attack. They are also having a lot of injury issues. I think they will just miss out on finals and are going to be a hard team to play against at the category. I'm tipping Port by 10 points in a close game. Game 5 we have Fremantle Dockers vs Western Bulldogs at Optus Oval, 8:10 p.m. Fremantle are at $1.62, 13th on the ladder, 2 wins, 2 losses and 89.4%. Outs for Freo are Michael Johnson and Tim Sheridan. Ins are Ed Longdon and Taylor Dooman. Western Bulldogs at $2.35, 15th on the ladder, 1 win, 3 losses and 71.9%. Outs for the Doggies are Bailey Williams, Maggie Hunter, Jack Redpath and Shane Biggs. Ins are Zane Cordy, Patrick Lipinski, Tom Boyd and Lucas Webb. I predicted in round 1 watching the highlights between Freo and Port that Fremantle was not going to make finals, and I stand by that. They need to restructure their whole game plan and play a more attacking game of footy, and not to leave so much open space on the field to allow their opposition to score easy goals. Doggies are a developing side with a fair few injuries, and they have a lot of improvements to build on. I don't see them making finals this season, although they didn't play too badly against the Swans, who are a tough team. Let's hope that the Dogs can maintain their competitiveness in their future games. I'm going to tip Fremantle by 21 points. Game 6 we have North Melbourne Kangaroos vs Hawthorn Hawks at the Etihad Stadium Sunday at 3:20 p.m. The weather is going to be 22 degrees. North Melbourne are $2.75, 7th on the ladder, 2 wins, 2 losses and 133.9%. No outs for North, however ins are Sam Wright, Ben Mackay and Will Walker. Hawthorn are at $1.47, 4th on the ladder, 3 wins, 1 loss and 126.7%. Outs for the Hawks are Paul Puopolo and Cyril Rioli. Ins are Ryan Burton, James Cousins, James Worpel and Will Langford. Also Caden Brand. North Melbourne has been somewhat surprising this season, not only winning games but belting the bottom teams such as Suns, Saints and Carlton. I would like to see North make finals, however I don't think they will match up against the top 8 sides. They are definitely a much better team from what they were last year. Hawthorn being coached under Alex de Claas, whom I think is the best coach in the competition. Can he make Hawthorn do it again after the triple premierships not so long ago? It hasn't taken them too long to rebuild, which is why they're such a good team. I'm predicting them to make grand final this season, with Jago O'Meara playing extremely well, possibly at his best. Hawthorn seem to have all the answers in the last couple of minutes at the end of each game they win. They are one of the few teams who make brilliant decisions and can assess each situation. I'm going to tip Hawthorn by 31 points. Game 7, we have Brisbane Lions vs Gold Coast Suns at the Gabba, 4:45 p.m. Brisbane Lions are at $1.80, 17th on the ladder, 0 wins, 4 losses and 64%. Outs for Brisbane are Sam Mays and Reese Matheson. Ins are Daniel McStay, Ryan Bannistick, Jacob Allison, Ryan Lester and Jake Barrett. Gold Coast are at $2.05, 14th on the ladder, 2 wins, 2 losses and 83%. Outs for the Suns are Cade Kolodjasny. Ins are Jesse Lonergan, Max Spencer, Matt Rosser and Matthew Burlow. Brisbane, although have been competitive in recent games, are too inexperienced. I'm really hoping that they can win a few more games this season than last year to boost up their confidence. They are putting in some effort towards their games. I feel like as though they should be rewarded. For that, I'm going to tip them this week. Gold Coast need to lift up their game, and I don't think they'll make finals this season. If they do, they definitely need to beat Brisbane, but let's hope they don't, so I get my tip right. I'm going to tip Brisbane by 21 points for the first win of the season at home. Game 8, we have Melbourne Demons vs Richmond Tigers at the G, Tuesday, 7:25 p.m. Weather is going to be 27 degrees. Melbourne are at $2.70, 12th on the ladder, 2 wins, 2 losses and 98%. We are unsure of the outs and ins so far for Richmond vs Melbourne, probably find out on Monday. Richmond are at $1.47, third on the ladder, 3 wins, 1 loss, and 136.1%. Melbourne has had honourable losses this season, but I don't believe that is good enough for them. They have a good young list of players with lots of talent. I'm unsure whether or not Melbourne will make finals this season. Whoever beats them should make finals as well. Tigers hasn't lost their mojo since winning the premiership last season, and after beating Hawthorn a few weeks ago and belting the Lions last week, they are looking hungry and isn't going to let anyone stand in their way. They were even taking the JLT series possibly a bit too seriously. I'm tipping Richmond Tigers by 31 points. Game 9, we have Collingwood Magpies vs Essendon Bombers at MCG 3:20 p.m. Wednesday on Anzac Day. The weather is going to be 21 degrees. Collingwood are at $1.81, 2 wins, 2 losses and 106.7%. And again, we are unsure about outs and ins until Tuesday. Essendon are at $2, 11th on the ladder, 2 wins, 2 losses and 99.2%. Collingwood are definitely showing signs of improvement in the past couple of matches. If they continue to play along with their game plan under the Bucks, they can possibly make finals. Just wait until they receive the injured players and they can start looking dangerous and are also looking like they are regaining their confidence back. Essendon are capable of playing some great patches of football, however, it's just in patches, and they need to maintain their best football if they want to go far. If they beat Collingwood this week, I feel as though they have a chance to make finals, and if they lose, it will be tough to regather things from there. Essendon's best football is still yet to come. I feel as though they could be missing Joe Botson's leadership from last season. Let's hope that I'm wrong. I'm going to tip Essendon by 12 points. Thanks for watching, everyone. Wish me luck, and I hope I'll see you guys Wednesday evening for the results. And I hope everyone has a good weekend. I'll catch you later. Please like, share, and comment. Peace.